Hi everyone, so this is your host from Dent Life, wherein I help the dental students to clear out their concepts and also prepare for the different dental prometric examinations. But before proceeding, make sure that you click on the subscribe button for more future tips, and also click on the bell icon button next to the subscribe button so that you will be notified as I upload my videos. Don't miss any of them. So since few days I'm getting frequent questions about the DHA examination, that whether a particular student, if he or she fails for 3 times, whether he or she can attempt for the 4th time, okay, and whether he or she can write the HAAD or MOH, okay, after failing 3 times for DHA. And also the question that whether the licenses can be transferred, that is, if a particular student passes the DHA examination, whether that license can be transferred to HAAD. So I'm getting such type of frequent questions, so I thought of making a video on that topic. Okay, so please watch my video to the end, because I have tried my maximum and I've put my efforts to collect the information from different sources. Honestly speaking, I have tried my level best to make this video so that I could help you out through this process. So not wasting much of your time, let's start. So let's talk about how many years of experience do you require for you to get eligible to write the DHA, MOH and the HAAD examination. First of all, you require the 1 year of internship and the 2 years of the clinical experience. That means in total you require 3 years of experience for you to apply for the DHA, MOH, HAAD examination. Okay, so I will explain you that for DHA the examination timing is 3 hours, okay, of which 2.5 hours is the actual examination time, and the rest half hour goes for the evaluation purposes, that is your identity verification, etc. You have been provided with the 100 MCQs which you have to solve within 2.5 hours, and for DHA and MOH examinations you require at least 60% of the marks for you to eligible for the different jobs, okay, in for the DHA and the MOH. The next comes as the HAAD, in which you have 150 MCQs which you have to solve within 3 hours, okay, and you have to get 65% for you to eligible for the job applications. Fine, but the exam results actually gets displayed within 2 to 3 days approximately, okay, approximately 2 to 3 days, and this is called as the pass result, which is also called as the evaluation letter or the eligibility letter, okay, which is very important for you to find the jobs. Okay, so this eligibility letter which you get is valid only for 1 year. Note that the pass result means the pass percentage what you get is eligible for 5 years, but the eligibility letter which you get along with it is valid for just 1 year. Okay, so you have to find the job within this 1 year. But if you fail to find the job within this 1 year, so you can very well apply for the eligibility letter, okay. You will get the new eligibility letter, after which you can apply for the job. But it's very mandatory that you have to prove the ongoing clinical practice elsewhere in the world. Okay? Out of the clinical practice for say almost more than 2 years, then you have to submit the 40 CPD or the credits. The CPD is a continuing professional development points or the credits plus 4 months of clinical training program. Okay, now what is the CPD? Is actually it's a learning tool, or we can say it's a learning period actually, okay, wherein you get involved into your clinical practice, wherein you get to learn many things. That is, if you are a general dentist, so that if you opt for any extra courses, that is periodonts or pedo, so that you're gaining knowledge to improve your clinical skills. So that is your CPD. Or if you are involving in various conferences, dental conferences, wherein you get to know many things, okay, clinical things, so that is what is improvement in your clinical knowledge. Okay, so that is a CPD, and plus what you require is a 4 months of clinical training program. So here comes a list of different CPD programs. Please go through it. Why does the CPD is playing much more important role in this procedure? It's nothing but they get an acknowledgement that you are maintaining your knowledge and skills so as to maintain your patient's needs. But if a particular student fails for 3 times in, for example, in DH examination, then he or she cannot reapply for the same post. For example, if a person has been applying for the post of a general dentist and he or she has failed for almost 3 times, then he or she cannot apply for the 4th time for the post of the general dentist. Then he or she has to provide the certificate of the specialized training program, which is recognized by the health authority. The next question that I'm frequently getting is that whether a person can transfer the DHA license to HAAD or MOH or vice versa. The answer is definitely yes, you can transfer the licenses by a procedure called as a license transfer. But honestly speaking, I don't know how frequently you can transfer the licenses. So I'm really sorry for that. Okay, so I'm also getting the frequent questions that after failing for 3 times in DH examination, whether he or she can write the HAAD or MOH examination. According to my knowledge, it's not possible to write the HAAD or MOH examination because all your data, all the records of yours are shared by 3 of them. Okay, so according to my knowledge, that is according to the sources which I have collected, they say that it's not possible to write the examination in HAAD or MOH if you fail 3 times in DHA. I will let you know the approximate salary of a general dentist. It's somewhat around 2 to 2.5 lakhs, that is a 10,000 dirhams, and for an MTS it's 15,000 dirhams, that is somewhat between 3 to 3.5 lakhs. It's an approximate range, but it doesn't mean that it is a fixed salary. You can earn even more than that based upon your clinical experience and your knowledge and ability. After entering into the desired job, you will be having a probation period of almost 6 months. And suppose if you're willing to leave this job within the 1 year of your date of joining, and suppose if your understanding is not good with your employer, then you might be banned for almost a year. I mean, it's not mandatory, okay? It's not applicable for all, but it might happen. So it's well to take prevention, okay? So it's very important to keep a good understanding with your employer. So I have tried my level best to solve all your problems, all your queries. I hope that this video was very beneficial for you all. And if you have enjoyed watching my video, please feel free to give the positive feedback so that it's always a motivation for me to come up with such topics in front of you. And also do not forget to like and share my videos. See you next time. Take care. Bye.